This presentation is a training session on how to use a scanner for inventory. In this lesson, I will use a Technologic model 7535. For your own model, please refer to your documentation on how to use the function keys. To open the handle, press the On button for a couple of seconds and you will see your screen will open. You just have to enter your username and password that was given by Christian Morin. To enter your username and password, just use the keyboard on your handle. To go on the password, just use the arrow keys. And then press enter. On the next page, you will see a list of printers available. You have to choose your printer by using the arrow key. Or if you don't see your printer on the page, you have to do a F8 to go see the next page, or F7 to go back a page. Once you're on the line where you select your printer, just put in an X and press enter. Once you're on the next page, you will see the selected printer at the top. You just have to press enter to confirm. Once on this screen, you have to choose the option 5 for physical inventory. Then you press enter. You are now ready to scan your product. When you scan a product, you have to verify that the information on your screen is identical to the product that you have in front of you. If the information is incorrect with the product that you have in front of you, you have to do F10 and advise your manager that the product and the ticket is incorrect. If the product that you scan is identical to what you have in front of you, you just have to put in the information, the quantity that you have. You will now see that you have one item scanned in your batch. Be aware that when you're scanning, you will have a unit of measure and a factor that you have to consider when entering the quantity. In this case, you can see that the unit of measure is D and the factor is 40. You now have to enter the number of pieces that you have in front of you. If you would have scanned the product and the unit of measure would be D with a factor 1, you would have to calculate the square feet of one sheet multiple by the quantity of sheet that you have. So if you have a sheet of 4 by 8, it would be 32 feet square multiple by number of sheet that you have. If you scan a product and you have a unit of measure of A, you only have to enter the number of pieces or boxes that you have in front of you. If you scan a product and your unit of measure is blank and you have a factor of 1, you have to enter the board measure. If you scan a product and your unit of measure is blank and your factor is different than 1, then you have to calculate the number of pieces that you have in front of you. If you are about to scan your 15 product, you will enter the quantity. When you press enter, you will be asked to close your batch. You cannot scan more than 15 product in one batch. So you have to do F5. You can go through all the scan that you did so you can see if you have entered the correct quantity, and then you press F3. You have to enter the zone where you are and press enter. You have to indicate the batch number in front of you so the picker can see where to put in the ticket. Then press enter. If you have pressed enter before taking note of the number, you just have to look here and you have the last batch number. During scanning, at any time, if you have entered an incorrect quantity, you just have to press F5 to go back in your batch, and you can scroll with the arrow and change the quantity and press enter. If you have to erase a quantity that you have entered, you just have to go back in F5 and only put in a 0 and press enter, and the quantity will be at 0. You will still see the product in your list, but the quantity will be at 0. When going on break or on lunch, you have to close your batch. If you don't close your batch and your handle loses connection with the network, you will lose your batch. So you just have to press F5, F3, enter the zone, press enter, enter again, and your batch is closed. At the end of the day, you have to close your handle. To do so, you have to close all your batches, then you press F1, and then to sign off, you just have to do 99 and press enter. Then you just have to click off to close your handle.